Hey guys, greetings from a town I can't pronounce very well without killing the pronunciation. I think it's like Llandudno, I don't know. Point is, we're here. And we met this cool little statue right here, this girl. I think this is Alice in Wonderland. In fact, if you go down the other way, I believe you'll also find the Queen of Hearts. We are in Wonderland for many people, actually. This has long been a retreat for especially people in Liverpool trying to get out of the smoggy city back in the 1800s and in the early 1900s. This is where they would come, originally on ships. And then as the railroad was extended out here, this is where they would stop off. And now, that's why we're here. We're on holiday from Liverpool. And what you're going to find in this city is a very beautiful, picturesque, and typical, I guess, Edwardian place. Do you see the cameo brides here? Look, I'll zoom in one more time. Look at that. Look at that. We know it's a good time. A good town, if they have wedding dresses. It's true. It's one of the number one qualities I find when I look for a place to come and visit. Do they have them? Give the dresses their proper due. One more time. This right here reminds me of Southport, actually. They have these. It's like to protect you from the rain. It's nice. Now look at this building right here. Obviously you can't see it from the far aspects of it, from the outside. I mean the bigger vantage point. But look at the craftsmanship. We'll actually jaywalk again so I can show you. Because it's quite beautiful. The water's right down there. It's a short walk from where we are. But look at this. It's awesome. I love it. Now, as for the city's name, I swear on the train they said it was like Llandudno. I don't know. Somewhere else I heard like Llandudno. I have a Welsh coworker who told me how to say it, and I still can't say it. I'm sorry, really. Now, any summer retreat, summer community has to have their amusement area. So there you go, right there. But we were going to cut down this street, and there are many restaurants and stuff like that. But you know, I know what you really want to see first before we do anything. You want to see the water. I don't blame you. And look at this, public restrooms. It's like we're in civilization. Cute buildings. Oh, there's an ice cream parlor right there. Totally didn't know about it. Wind is picking up, so if you can't hear me, I apologize. Here's a purveyor of fine chocolates. The place is now closed for the day, and I zoomed in way too close, but you might want to check it out. You would think after several years of working this camera, I would be like an expert on it. It's got a mind of its own. It really does. But don't worry. I'll get a hold of it. Now check out the beauty of these buildings right here. I could be wrong. It's very possible. I do admit that as a tourist who read very little about this, I literally looked at a map and I said, oh, this looks like an interesting spot to go to. But the smaller windows, at least during Victorian times, that's where the servants lived. Now, granted, I don't think it's the case now, but I'm saying then, those smaller windows, that's where they would reside when they were waiting on everyone else. Now, you go all the way down there, you follow it, it's all these beautiful structures to look out onto the water. And here, give you a little flash right here as well, all the way down. Beautiful boardwalk area. Oh, sorry. Almost managed to get hit by a car because I wasn't paying attention. That was my bad for once. But look what they have right here. It's beautiful. And it's windy. couple spots to show you though. With full disclosure, we're doing this tonight because tomorrow it's supposed to rain and I didn't want to show you this part if it wasn't clear. So over there is the little orb. That's what I'm pointing at. And then in the opposite direction is the big orb up here where we will be climbing on the next vlog. But in the meantime, here is your beach. And if you're into wind power from the wind, they're out there, the windmill thingies. Yay. I mean, actually, I'm glad we have them, but I'm just saying yay. Yay. You'll know this beautiful... See, like in a way, looking at these buildings right here, they remind me that I'm kind of still in Krakow. Or I'm in some other places in Central Europe where I visited of late. But no, instead, I'm on the Irish Sea, right here, with that nice Mallow. I mean, the wharf area that goes out. And it's so nice because you can walk out onto it. The one in Southport has been under construction, trying to be fixed for years, so I have not been able to go out there for some time. But even better, on this part of the Irish Sea, you can actually see the water. It's amazing. Maybe that's why this is a big touristy spot, because it's actually very pretty and enjoyable. Now, in my case, I took the Liverpool South Station is where I got on. I flew into Liverpool, got on the South Station train, took that to Chester, and then from Chester was able to take the train all the way up to that beautiful statue that we saw from Alice in Wonderland. But what I want to tell you, which is really cool, the junction for this town, for Llandudno, I feel so awful, I can't say it right. The junction area, if you look out, it's beautiful. Like the cliffs on the opposite side of the water, there's a castle. It's truly a really neat area. I wish I'd given myself more than 2 nights and 1 full day, because honestly, I could see why I would want more time. There is on the other side of on the other side of this, there's another island where all the puffins live. So if you're into puffins, another character, because we are in Wonderland. Wow, I didn't realize that President Trump was here. Look at this. Look at the White House, guys. Wow, I thought for someone that was so into appearances, it'd be a lot more decadent. So this is this is not the typical season for the tourists. Okay. Just so we're clear, it's really not. This is the slow time of year. I'm filming this the last weekend in March, okay? Before Mother's Day, here in the United Kingdom. It's kind of interesting how that they have all these signs I keep saying. So these are obviously different places that people stay during the season. And, but note how they say breakfast served daily, non-residents welcome. Couldn't they just say welcome to all? It's an interesting way to frame it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just in an interesting way. Now, here's St. George's Hotel. Very, very, very pretty. And we're going to cut over towards the Grand Hotel, where we're going to do a little loop. But all the restaurants, all the fun, is a couple streets over from the water. And even though I'm a water guy, that's where it is. And I found a Catholic church, by the way. But it's locked. I know. Very surprising. It's locked and won't be ready for me until noon tomorrow. So assuming I'm not gallivanting somewhere, I'll try to go. So the wind has whipped up in this section right as I did the turn. And you might be able to see it in the background. You can actually see the cliff that I was talking about. If you walk a mile that way, you're actually on a different well, I was gonna say it's a completely different water view. It's quite gorgeous. I've looked at photographs beforehand. I did do a little bit of research. But look at this building right here. It's nice. Petticoat Lane. And if you're into tea rooms, know a couple people that might have just done one. Here's the Lemon Tree Tea Room. Right here. I actually saw a cool tea place when I was walking back to the train station. They have the Waffle King here. Fish and chips. I really like being in a English-speaking area. I don't have to think as much. And I don't mean that in a negative way. It just means one less thing that I have to take into account. But it's funny when you're exploring a place for the first time and you're trying to figure out like what's important, what's not. So when you're doing a walking tour, which is what we're doing right now, you guys are getting my first impressions. One thing I have noticed that this place has a lot of different restaurants to go to and a lot of different food choices. There's a shopping mall in the opposite direction, by the way, another arcade for the adults. I've been jaywalking most of my time here. It's been a bad trait I picked up because of me living in Tangier this past school year. Look at that. It's beautiful. And when they're done with it, it will look even better. But what I want to show you is the Ormo Lounge. It looks pretty interesting right here, especially the inside of it. See the building underneath? And it's interesting because the Palladium right here is part of the Weatherspoon clan, as I like to call it, where usually that's where I go when I'm in England for a quick meal. Although last time they burned my food and I was not very happy about it. AKA, remember that, Liverpool? So we're not going there tonight. But what we'll do instead is we'll cross over yonder in a second. Want to show you this is why I like this town so much. Look at this right here, another wedding dress. Now granted, I think this one they're selling it, it's for charity, there's tux, but it's like they get me. Now here's established in 1973 Tiffany. It is a cafe bar and it looks very, very cute inside. Very demure, very mindful. On Chapel Street, here's the Catholic Church right here. Again, we can't go in there, but it's there, waiting. And I would show you the water in the opposite direction, but the plan for tomorrow, when you see the other video, is we're going to hike up around the Great Orme, which, again, is straight up that way. And when we loop all the way around, we're going to end up down there, and then that's where I'll show you that. But the Queen of Hearts is right next to the church. And I think that covers everyone that I've seen so far of Wonderland. The Mad Hatter, I guess we need to look for. It's probably in the opposite direction. But you see, it's a very cute community. And I don't know about you, but let's get something to eat. I really want to go in there, but then on the other hand, they don't have anything in the menu that I'm really like dying to get. So I just kind of have to show you as I walk by. There is a different restaurant I saw that caught my attention right next to my bed and breakfast. Oh my God, who is this? Who is this guy? So you'll see this street right here. Again, more restaurants, more cafes, and closer to the Orme. And we're being watched by him. Okay, so as promised, let's go get some food and a beverage, and we'll chat. All right, so we're at the Bay Tree Bar and Grill, and it is lovely. Look, there is an Alice in Wonderland theme here as well. Cool. And this is my vantage point. They put me at a table that looks right out onto the water. You can kind of see it, maybe. And here's the rest of the place. So I got some pate and toast, and the pork loin, and some apple cider. So we'll see how that goes. Look at the ceiling; it's beautiful, and the chandelier. Salute. The cider's very good, very, very good. So here's my pate right here. Nice crostinis, little salad. Bon appetit. So the pate. I gotta keep adjusting you. There you go. All right. So we're gonna put a little on. I love pate. I love it. And here is the pork loin, ready to be devoured. That was really good. I'm glad I stopped in. What had actually gotten me into the door originally was the pate, and I'm glad I got out of my comfort zone, had some pork loin. It was almost like my mother had made it for me. Yeah, so the Seaview Bar and Restaurant is worth a stop. My coughing because of the food. It was good. Tomorrow we'll try some more greasier foods. But look at this. I actually rushed to get out here because I wanted to make sure we could see it before the sun sets. Like this monument over here. Oh, here we go. Wind's picking up. Wind's picking up. It's really, really lovely. This is the War Monument. And I'm trying to be cognizant of the fact the wind's going to cut off my voice, which might be a good thing for some of you. And again, when you look out here, you got the beach, the entire part right here, and you go back out to the little warm area. Now, if you hike back over that way, it'll take you into Corwin Bay, I think it is. And there's a chapel there that I had read about. And I almost actually stayed over there, but then I looked farther at the map and I said, wait a second, the Great Orme is right here? Never even heard of the Great Orme before, but I was like, oh my God, so much better. So now what we're gonna do, now that we're fed, although I did save room for an appetizer, for dessert, I promised my friend Miss Dominica that I would get a donut. So if it doesn't happen now, it has to happen in one of my videos soon. But here's their eye, and we're gonna walk down this way and go check out the water view before it's completely dark. Now I'm imagining this during the summer months when it's warmer. Here's your ice cream, Kelly's of Cornwall, very, very good ice cream. Had it before. My mom, if she was with me, would stop here and get some fish and chips if it was open, because she can't help herself. Nice little cute little dragon. Look at this, the Wales dragon. Oh, that's awesome. and then it flips it just like you said, and now it'll come over here and you're gonna give it like a bath in the sugar.
Have you ever tried one of these?
Yeah, once. I mean, not here. Over in Southport.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I assume they're all pretty much. Yeah. So I got my fresh donut right here, but look, guys, it's Zoltar. Do you remember him from Big? Yeah.
What are you waiting for? Come on over. For a small fee, Zoltar will give you a wealth of wisdom.
I want to be young again, Zoltar. Can you do that for me? And more importantly, they have air hockey here. Oh, this looks like a fun place. Try to see if I can walk out. Look, air hockey. Woo. So that donut, just so we're like aware, couldn't be any more fresher. I'm trying to get farther away from the music so you actually can hear me. Look at this. Can't be that hard to win these guys, right? Look at this baby. Oh my God, look at it, it's so good. It literally couldn't be any fresher. I mean, you saw the process. You didn't see her put the powder on it because I was talking to her and I was like, eh. But you know, that's the most I've ever really filmed. Actually having a conversation with someone, go figure. But look at this. Look at the view. Can't go wrong. And this, oh my God. I could have gotten it with like a topping, but to be honest, it doesn't need one. It is delicious. What? I'm not sharing. This is mine. These guys are pretty aggressive. No, Jonathan Livingston Seagull. You're very cute, though. I like you. Oh, now Whitney Houston's playing in the background. This place is awesome. Look at this. Grab your significant other and go for a ride. I want to dance with somebody. So again, probably during different times of year, all these are wide open. Shop at them. Like I probably would end up buying all the animals in here at the puppet shop. And again, there's the eye going. The wind is picking up. But this is a great place. And I kind of regret not getting the 4 for $5 deal. I got one for a £1.50. I really should have gotten all 4. Oh my God. Oh, they're so good. Now, this is your quintessential English retreat. And I know we're in Wales, but I'm going to just kind of phrase it that way. But because they came from Liverpool over here. But just think about it. Like, this is summer. You do cultural things. You go for hikes. You go up there and go to the bronze mine. Or you have kids, you entertain them here. And this is beautiful and awesome. Wow. Now, I don't know if you can see it. I'll point out to you, but the cable car is right there. Is right there. It'll take you to the top. I don't know if that's the train. Well, not the train. Well, you know, I got to think about this. I don't know. I should have looked it up. I don't know if there's a cable car and then there's like a separate little train. Who knows? Anyway, we'll discover that tomorrow. Part 2 of this awesome trip. It's cool. You have all these different little shops along the way going out. Hey. And even though I'm getting blown, I don't care. I don't care. Look at this. So if you're wondering where I'm running tomorrow morning, just to kind of give you a rough idea, I'll come out from that street right there, and then we'll just go this way. And I'll follow the path around. And I'll just keep going. And for hiking, I guess we're going to go up that way where you see the front moving across. It's kind of scary, actually. Look at the clouds. looking at the cable car from here, to me, it looks like a chairlift. So I think you have a chairlift, and then you actually have, it's like it's like a trolley. But anyway, look at that view. Awesome. So now let's go back in time for a minute, okay? We're back in time, we're here. Early 1900s, we're on holiday from the factories, getting that fresh air that only you can get here right smack on the Irish Sea. And you're enjoying your walk down this way. Now, I don't know if this was here then. We'll pretend. We'll pretend. Oh, that's beautiful. There's the Grand Hotel. There's the main strip right now, and you can feel that shift in the weather. There's rain over there on the side. I feel like we've barely gone anywhere. What's crazy to me, and I know I keep using it as an example, but it's true. When I remember years ago, 20 teens, I'm going to phrase it that way, when I went on the Southport Pier, that one's longer than this. But even though it's longer, because this one actually is on the water, like there's physically water around it, this one is really, really, really special. So as I said, here's the advertisement for Puffin Island in North Wales and Snowdonia. And we're almost around into the open water. Oh my God. Now on a clear day, on top of Great Orme right there, you can see the Peak District, okay? You can also see the Isle of Man. That's what I read anyway. So if I read it, it must be true. But yeah, so on a clear day, you can see those spots if you're up there. Look at this. Even bathrooms right here. Open bathrooms. Oh my God, what a blessing. Sorry, I was in Amsterdam. I was in the Netherlands, and one, they didn't have bathrooms, and the ones they did have, they weren't very user-friendly. Like, truly. Like, I made a short about it because it was so ridiculous. So this right here is another fun house that I'm sure during the summer months it's booming. And then over here is a bar for the adults. Yeah. The place is literally called the Ocean Bar. By the way, I don't like looking down because I can actually see the water slushing, if you will. But here's your final view, boys and girls. Here we go. So, Irish Sea, baby. And the town's back that way. So, I'm going to go back to the hotel and I'm going to go warm up, have some tea. Yeah, like really warm up. Oh my God, the wind is whipping. And we'll pick this up, part 2. We'll be going for a hike and seeing more of this awesome Welsh city. So, goodbye now from Wales, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.